Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Michael Moore and I convinced Keith Irvin to go on into work late and keep hanging out with us. We talk about theater and live performance, then we get a little crazy. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
I think I froze the left half of my brain! Look! I can't move my right arm!
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Sitting in the studio, Keith Irvin has stuck around to for more of this abuse. And Michael Moore is he's still here too.
Yeah,
because he's a party animal. His shirt says so.
Baby, you don't even know.
So where were we? You looked a little confused by the intro there, Keith. Have you never seen Better Off Dead?
Better Off who?
Better Off Dead. It's an 80s movie. It's fantastic.
That's before my time.
Neither of you. The 80s is before your time.
We
you were
all
just
know
talking
you're lying.
about what you did for your 50th birthday, and the 80s is before your time.
Ratting yourself out.
Always stepping on my foot.
No, it was a great movie. It was one of my favorite movies
Is that
as a kid, and it was because I was
what,
really
my $2
stupid.
movie?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay, yeah. I don't remember that part, though.
You don't remember that when they're up on the mountain, he's getting ready to go skiing, and he snorts the snow? Because it's pure snow. It's everywhere.
Oh,
no.
It's a crazy
like a
movie.
bad idea.
It
Right.
was. But that was what was his name? Charles DeMar was the character's name.
Mm-hmm.
Played by Curtis Armstrong, who was also Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
I remember that. Okay, Booger.
That classic.
Yep.
But that Charles DeMar is one of my favorite characters of his from that movie because he was an idiot.
Yeah.
And I know people just like him. That's the hard
That's
part.
just
That's
scary.
what's so fun.
Right.
That's just scary.
So where were we? What stone have we not overturned yet? None? Have we exhausted ourselves?
Well, I've got a stage play coming up that I've never done.
Well, there you go.
acting
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
If y'all want to talk about that, I mean,
Absolutely.
ain't nothing. It's just a little small part in one of my friends that's actually on the DATV volunteer. He does gospel shows and he's a pastor. And he wrote a book about his life, and he made it into a play, kind of like if you know what Tyler Perry play is type, about family, religion, and ups and downs, and the drama that. Well, the name of the play is. All right, you ready?
I was born ready.
Mama knows a lot, but Grandma knows everything is the name of the play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
So I play a small part where I'm the friend of one of the main characters. One of the main characters.
What's your character's name?
Oh, yeah. My stage name is Peanut Butter.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Peanut Butter. Butta.
Oh, okay.
A.
How many A's?
4 A's.
Always.
A's.
That is a whole lot of A's.
That's some A's right there.
But I've never acted before, and the director, Cortez Jackson, is his name. He kept pressuring me. He wanted me to do this part because I'm a comedian, and he wanted it's a comedic part.
Right.
Well, I mean, you couldn't tell by my check stub, but
right. Well, yeah, because you have a job.
Right.
You
Yeah.
actually get a paycheck.
I know,
That's
right?
really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
not from comedy. But he wanted me to play this part and kept. I was like, dude, I've never acted. I don't know how to act. He's like,
What do you mean you never acted? You were part of the great show Characters Anonymous.
the who, what, and where?
It's that forgettable. The sketch comedy show that that flopped a few years back. See, you completely blocked that out of your memory.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not an actor. And if that ever came out, who was it that did that one?
Oh,
that was
Matthew Thornburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awful. I was awful.
Michael's
I didn't.
Completely
it
wrong.
was.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm listening.
It's okay,
Well,
it's okay.
it was. Well,
We attempted to do a sketch comedy show, but
Okay.
they wanted it like really, 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 really clean.
Oh.
So like I wrote one sketch for it, which I called Bigfoot, Hunter. Instead of Bigfoot Hunter, it was Bigfoot Hunter, as in he was going after the guys that were hunting him, and he'd play all kinds of really dumb jokes on them, and it was kind of the way it got shot was nothing like what was written, and basically every joke I put in there, he's like, "Oh, that's a little too dirty. We can't." So it was there were a few good sketches in there.
Mm.
There were a few that were okay, but it was
Where was this
bad.
done at?
It was done a couple different places.
Yeah, I think everybody had their own little different set. Like mine was a wrap off between like historical. Like I was like a Harriet Tubman character.
You were Harriet Tubman.
And I was having a rap battle against.
But have you seen a picture of Harriet Tubman though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
But no, it was it was a little.
I mean, slap a wig on you and things are fine.
Well,
I think it was Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman were having a rap battle. Yeah.
And I got the rap script like that day.
Yeah, it was.
Or something. And I don't rap. I'm from the 60s, I don't.
Sure.
It was just I couldn't get it right. I couldn't. It was, yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
Here's today.
But back
so
to
now
your play where
he kept wanting me to do this script, and it's not it's a small scene. It's probably, I don't know, 7-8 minute little part in it. And then I come back at the end for the big party. The thing is, it's grandma's big, whatever, 90th or whatever birthday party. So all the family's coming into town for the birthday party. And then, of course, all the drama's coming up and, kids out of wedlock and, and this, that, and the other. And then back then, well, she did this and it's all coming to light and grandma's got to get the family back together and,
crack some skulls.
Well, no, just let them know it. We have our issues, but, family is strong and spiritual. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's a good message.
So yeah, it's a good message and it's clean. Yeah. So, but I've never acted before, so I'm freaking out because he wants me to play this character like, peanut butter. So I don't know how to describe it, like a 70s. I'm gonna have to put my lips in there to try and. So it's it's in September. It's September 15th is the actual date where the play is going to be at the Dayton Convention Center. So
okay,
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
The tickets are on sale already. I've got tickets. If you want to shout out to me for the month of May, they're $20. After that, they're $25. They got VIP for $35, and then of course they've got like the VIP where you get your table and you're sitting right up.
What's the VIP get you?
The 35?
Yeah,
you're just closer to the stage. It's just seating.
Okay, just seating.
But the special VIP is like a round table where it's all, you get your drinks and. I mean, that's like $100, but I think that's like one of them deals where you get sponsors to sponsor a table or something like along that line. But
kind of business thing where they put in for the gotcha.
Type thing. So I mean, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, we've only been doing readings, so I haven't really got a chance.
So you haven't gotten into the nuts and bolts of the rehearsal,
right? So I can find my character or what character
Yeah.
I want to play. So
Get your lines down. I mean, that's the big thing. The quicker you're off book,
yeah, that's what he's. Yeah,
the better the more comfortable you're going to feel.
Yeah,
because that's the thing with because I started out in theater long before I did comedy, and that was always the thing is that the quicker I could get off book, the more comfortable I was with it.
Right.
And
the more natural it probably is.
You can act it out, and you can try different ways. You can get what feels more natural once you know the words and how the words are supposed to come out. You're
right.
So much more freedom once you're up there.
So I didn't really need to concentrate on that. And it's hard, I don't really have anybody to. We rehearse. We try to rehearse at least once a week at right now, but I think it.
Oh yeah, that'll get ramped
toward
up.
the end. It's supposed to be amped up and.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Most theater I've done it's usually a 3-month-long commitment, and we're in rehearsals. Even when we just start, we're in rehearsals 3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
And that's actually part of what got me started in comedy is I didn't have the time to commit to theater because I love doing theater.
Yeah.
If I had the time to commit, I would rather do theater than comedy.
Right.
But
that makes sense.
But you still get that bug to be up on stage. And comedy is just, that's
right, just
filling that spot.
That gateway, yeah. But
I love comedy too, but still.
Sure. But you have your preferences,
right?
Which is completely understandable.
Well, even with theater, is every play I've ever done, at the end of it, I always say I'm never doing another one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
the last time I meant it.
It's a long process before that first opening, and this is only one show that we're doing, I believe. Now I'm hoping he doesn't want me to think I'm going to get on the acting train to
and go take it on the road.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't have I really don't. I barely have the time to do the comedy thing or the TV thing. So I'm trying to give them all that I can without, putting myself in an early grade.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's going to be cool. I just got to, learn it. And like you said, just get the script down to where I'm comfortable with it. But right now I'm just freaking out.
Right.
Yeah. Which is natural if you haven't done it before.
Right.
Is it a one-time deal then? Just one show?
Yeah, it's just one show. Yeah.
Just curious if it was.
He wants it to be more, and he wants to travel it and go different places, but he's got to get us. I mean, like I'm sure, you got to have a set cast,
right? Mm-hmm. That's able to
and committed.
That's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Because even when I just did local theater, I never traveled or anything.
Right.
I just did the local theater, which there are a lot of them to do, and they get quality actors and they get quality scripts in. And it's still a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
I'm sure I'll enjoy it once it gets here and it gets done. But like I said, I can't put that much that he would like to have in it. So
I was a nervous wreck the first one I ever did. I was 25 years old, and I walked in. It was Dayton Theater Guild, and local theater is a very, very tight knit community. I mean, everybody knows everybody. And I walked in. I'd never done this before. I never did anything in high school. Anything. Just 25 years old. I saw an ad in the paper. They were having auditions. I walked in. They handed me a paper. They said, well, you can write down your previous theater experience on that. And I said, okay. And I handed it back to them.
Hand it right back.
And they said, well, even high school's fine. I was like,
well,
okay.
You got it.
You got it. It's all there. Yep. I remember every bit of that. It's nothing. And they said, okay, well, go on in. So I walked in there and, met the director and met the stage manager and a couple people in there. And then, of course, it's theater, so I'm 15 minutes early. Nobody else is there for, till 20 minutes after because it's theater, which always used to drive me nuts. I'd get to the theater for rehearsals. I'd be there 15 minutes early. Nobody would be there to open the door till 5 after. But I walk in to do the cold read, and everybody that walked in after me not only knew each other, but knew the director and the stage manager and everybody on a first name basis. And I thought, what the heck am I even doing here? I don't have a shot.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I think that the main reason I got cast is at the time I did a lot of voices.
Oh, okay.
And the play was called Epic Proportions. And it was a cast of about 7 or 8 people as far as actors.
Right.
But the actual cast was like in one of the big epic movies where there's like hundreds and thousands of people.
Oh, wow.
So that's I got cast as I think 8 different people and the main narrator. So it was
Okay.
kind of cool.
Wow.
I was a nervous wreck before we were going out, but it was a comedy. It was goofy as can be, and we were kind of cursed on our opening because we opened I think it was like September 14th, 2001.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of a bad time to open a comedy play.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Never
it was
forget.
because we were debating on whether or not to postpone it a couple of
Right,
weeks, but it's
right.
like, well, we're going to lose the window if we
Yeah,
don't.
got to get on with it. Yeah.
Besides, folks need to laugh at
Yeah.
that point, especially.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
But no, the cool thing is I was backstage before we opened up, and my voice was booming over the speakers because we pre-recorded all my narration.
Oh, okay.
And I knew if we were going to have a good show, once it started getting laughs on the narration, I was like, okay, I'm good. Because if I can get laughs, I can calm down.
Yeah,
I think
right.
even with comedy, if I get on stage and I'm not getting laughs, I'm instantly uptight.
Yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
I'm
for
getting
sure.
laughs, it's great.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's same way with theater. If I get some kind of reaction, because you can get reactions in theater other than laughs that are fantastic.
Right.
I played a bad guy in one. I mean, just a real piece of crap, and I had so much fun with that because the audience was just laughing uproariously because we were having this big thing where they were making jokes about me, and I was this character that was like supposed to be a little slow, but not really a little slow, just kind of a redneck.
Oh, okay.
And it reached a certain point. Of course, the audience is laughing, and I blow my top. And that audience went from just hysterical laughter to dead silence. You could hear a pin drop when I walked off that stage. And I had so much fun doing that because
Yeah.
it's that power to having fun now, aren't you? Give me that back. And
Wow.
yeah, and the one night I got into it too, man. The one night I almost accidentally, because I'm supposed to bump one of the actors as I'm leaving. Well, the one guy was kind of small.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
And he was, the second week, we had a different guy playing that character because the one could only do it for 1 week, and the second week we had a different guy, which was about half the size of the first guy.
Right.
I about knocked him over the back of this couch. We got off stage. He's like, "Did I make you mad or something?" I was like, "No, why?" He's like, "I thought you were mad." I was just getting into the character, acting. Yes, it was so much fun. Yeah, good call.
yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you I was going to make the show all about me.
Then
All right.
And you
again.
just asked.
Oh,
But I didn't know that. Because I would like to learn how to act. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Film's a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Very different animal than live theater.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's
I'm
why
sure.
I'm more so into film than I would be into like stage acting because
Well, you
you have that
get-
one take
Yeah.
with
Yeah, that's
stage,
it.
and I would
And
forget
that's-
my line
oh, man.
every single time.
Yeah, to me that's the excitement of it. It's with film, you make a film, 6-8 months later,
Right.
you see your work and you find out whether or not people even like it.
Right.
Right.
Whereas with theater, if you
It's immediate.
They tell you
get
right
that.
now.
Yep,
That's why I like stand-up comedy because you
It's-
get
yeah,
that
it's
immediate
that
reaction
immediate
one way or
feedback,
another.
yeah.
You have that response where, like you say, with film, you have to wait.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing film too. But
I got lucky with the last film that we did, this Black Mamba, because I forgot several lines and had to do several takes, but normally that's not how William operates. It's normally like whatever was the best one is what we're going with.
yeah,
And because I got to act with Donnelly Heising,
yeah.
I think we got some extra takes because she was a bit of a
yeah.
special circumstance.
Yeah, she was the star power.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
She's got. If you look at her IMDb page, she's got like 160 some
I mean,
film
even right now,
credits and-
she's in a different city every week. And
Yeah,
I mean, when
and
she
she's
was
always
recording our
making it.
scenes, she had 4 different scripts that she was trying to memorize.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, she's been around doing it for a while. She was in Big Trouble in Little China. She was in
wow.
the original Mad Max movie.
Oh really? I didn't see that one.
I think that's one of them. And I mean, she's been in a lot of different stuff. Granted, it might not have been the biggest of roles, but she was in these
still,
films.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, she's got the clout.
Yeah.
But yeah,
real sweet person too. Just the sweetest
sweetheart.
person. Yeah, absolutely.
And she lives out in California, so we couldn't rehearse in person.
Right.
So we were rehearsing over Skype. So we had some kind of a
So you still
relationship
some
or
kind of
whatever.
connection.
Yeah, right. And so that helped a lot. But even through that, I could tell that she was a super sweet lady, and that we were going to get along just fine once she got to set and stuff.
Right.
And
So she just came in, did her set, and then
she and I only recorded. We filmed that one day. She was in Friday night. We recorded Saturday, and then I think she flew out Saturday night. So she was it was in and out.
In and out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just saw that she's in New York today.
Oh really?
Yeah, she posted on Instagram she's in New York, but she was in Vegas, and she's, like I say, she lives, I think, in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And she's all
busy. Yeah.
She was filming in Missouri. She's all over the place. So I was blessed with her being my wife.
Yeah.
So then in our scenes we got extra takes. That's my point.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep. You got the little more room to mess up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah, because usually, and that's one of the things I love about William, because I've been on sets where they just retake and retake and retake and retake, and I think it was Harlow was talking about. There's the one actor their director that said that basically an actor's got 4 good takes in him.
Oh, okay.
And once you do more than 4 takes, they've lost whatever they were going to have.
Right.
And that's probably true because it gets exhausting.
Right.
Well, I can imagine probably for everybody.
Yeah, William's fantastic in that he gets it and he goes.
Yeah.
He's,
I like that, but then at the same time, I don't. I want to be able to nail what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
And because I'm in there nervous and forgetting my lines and stuff, I'm like, no, I can do this better, I promise. And he's like, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Right.
Crap.
Yeah. But, I mean, there are a lot of directors I've worked with that they'll retake until they get what they think is perfect.
Right.
And that's the difference between making a movie in 6 or 7 weeks and making a movie in 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes a big difference. William, he wants it out there.
Yeah.
And that's, he'll work with it.
Yep. He makes whatever it is work, whatever we've captured.
Yeah, and sometimes he'll cut most of your stuff out.
Yeah.
He did. 6 Feet Below Hell was hilarious. The one weekend I went out to there's some park down in northern Kentucky, and basically the whole day, my character Reggie was being chased by zombies.
Oh, geez.
Just up and down hills in the mud, Probably, well, not all day on Reggie, but I'd say probably 3 or 4 hours. I'm running up and down hills, tripping over stuff,
and
sliding
none of
in
it
the
was
mud.
used.
Not one bit. I don't think I broke my toe, but at first I did. I sprained it real bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk right for about 2 weeks, but yeah, I messed my toe up, and not one bit of that got into the film. So, but that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I still had a blast doing
That's
it.
it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun getting it, just doing it.
Yeah, that was a goofy day.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun.
Right. I'm big into musicals. If I could sing and dance, that's what I would be doing.
Well, you talk to William about that.
Oh, we could have a breakdown scene, musical
Black
scene.
Mamba the musical. My name is Satan. Man, I wish I had that song.
And
here.
you all will burn. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's funny.
But
all right. Well, I think we're going to take a little break. I'm going to get a song queued up here. Let's see what we got. We're going to do some Pottersfield this time. I know that's.
I guess.
I know that's one of your favorites.
I was going to say more throat choking or whatever it was called.
No, choke hazard.
Oh, that's it.
No, this is throat music.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
okay.
not the choke hazard.
Great.
This is All right, we're going to take a little break, play some Potter's Field. This is, what am I playing again? Can't remember which one I clicked on. We'll be surprised together. Hindsight Hell, I believe it is. We'll be right back on the Life Radio Show.
Wednesdays on Eventide, Robert Yetter and Mike Shea sit down and throw albums at each other, talking about them, picking them apart, ripping them a new one. All different artists, all different genres, all different levels of suckage. It's Track Record, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on the Eventide podcast feed. For more information, go to eventideent.com.
They say, see a broad to get that booty yak 'em, leg her down and smack 'em, yak 'em. Cole got to be. Yo, shit.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in with Keith Irvin and Michael Moore. Still.
Irvin with an I.
Yeah, Irvin with an I, not Keith Urban.
Not Keith Urban.
Sitting in with Keith Urban here on All Country Radio.
All country, all the time.
Yeah! All right.
Oh, that's fun.
All right. Yep, you forgot your cowboy hat, too.
I guess.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
But I'm wearing my chaps.
Well, yeah, that's. Yep, you gotta have the chaps when you come on my show. That's like a requirement. That's the first email you get.
Yeah.
Before you even get directions.
Do you own chaps?
Do
chaps.
you have chaps? Get them. Bring them.
Right.
Preferably with pants.
Oh, no.
You got the wrong
Or
email
not.
then.
Sorry.
I'm going to have to check that. There's something wrong there.
You're getting multiple chap emails?
Yep, we're only supposed to get chapped once on this show. All right. We're going to have to hit more news stories because it's that time of the segment and that time of the hour that we have to make sure we have an informed public here listening in to our radio show. Public. Florida pet owners said their African gray parrot's latest obsession is Amazon's Alexa, and she has been using it to terrorize the house. Petra, an African gray Congo parrot, learned to operate Alexa in her owner's Echo smart speaker and has taken to ordering the virtual assistant to operate lights at unusual hours. First, you're like half awake and like, was that a dream? Did that just happen? Petra's owner told WKMG TV, all day, every day, it's all lights on, all lights off. I think there would be a dead African parrot in my living room. About the second time I got woke up in the middle of the night by that, be like, nope, Polly want to smack her. And we're done.
Who the hell wakes up because the lights come on?
You don't? I'm a light sleeper, man.
Oh,
Are you?
heavy.
Yeah, my wife farts, I'm up.
Oh.
Because I'm getting out of the room. No.
Fair enough.
No, I used to be a light sleeper, anymore, but now I'm a lot heavier these days.
Wow. No, I've had like to where an emergency squad or whatever that a house either next door or in my vicinity of my neighborhood, and
Yeah,
I'd wake up, be like, what the?
Yeah.
My neighbor would be
used to
like,
have
yeah,
a
there was
Jack
5
Russell.
fire trucks and the ambulance and the police.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to have a little Jack Russell Terrier, and he would sleep in the room with me, and noise would wake me up, and he'd still be there snoring. So I knew there was actual problem if I woke up and he was awoke too, Which it happened one time. Where I woke up and he's standing on the edge of the bed with his hair up on his back. Yeah.
The wife fart?
And no, I was living by myself at the time. This was before I got remarried. No, there was a guy trying to get in my side door.
Oh wow!
Holy crap!
Yeah, some drunk stumbling. I had to have been some drunk stumbling in from the bar behind us, but I just went and sat in my living room, lit a cigarette, had my revolver in my lap. I think he finally saw the light from my cigarette, and he's like, he's just waiting on me, and he took off. This was a bad idea.
You just sat there in the dark?
I'd sat there in the dark with a cigarette and a gun in my lap.
Begging him to come in.
Saying, what you gonna do?
Wow.
Because I'm insane. No.
Wow. You didn't have one of the, you didn't have that. Shout out to Scotty Mays. Get the
shake weight. Nope, I did not.
Come on in, I dare
I was
you.
not naked and having my shake weight.
Oh, boy.
That's Scotty Mays, one of his bits.
Shout out.
He chases out a burglar with he's in his underwear. Or no, he's
he's
butt naked
doing the shake weight.
Yep, and he's got the shake weight stretching. to try to creep
well,
the burglar out. Yeah,
sure,
and
sure.
he won.
If you're going to use a shake weight, use it naked.
But no, I figure that the side door that he was trying to get in, I used to be kind of a, anyway, a little bit off. But the side door he was trying to get into actually had a sign on it that said, the owner of this property is armed and dangerous. Sure. There's nothing inside worth dying for.
Right. And
I'm sitting in the living room with a clear view of that door, watching him through the window with a gun sitting right on my just having a cigarette. It's like, okay, what you going to do, bud?
Wow.
Just a gun in your chaps.
Yeah. Well, no, I was in my underwear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. He was getting it one way or another. I don't think the gun scared him. That is the first time somebody has hit their nose on the microphone.
It's because I can't be happy with where it is and I keep moving it.
Right.
Oh, I think I need to take a pair of those lips and just stick it on there.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Yep, and now Michael's making out with the microphone.
This isn't the first time.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Maybe I was a little high strung back then.
A little bit.
No, it would have been great if he would have come in and you flipped the light on just as the door opened.
Yeah.
He just shot us pants.
Because that door creaks too. Like, morning.
Flip. Morning.
Boy, are you about to have a bad day?
Yep, I've been waiting on you.
About time you show up.
All right, a Miami high school is. I love Florida stories. A Miami high school is catching some heat after its jungle-themed prom
Miami
decorations.
Heat. That's funny.
Included a live caged tiger.
What?
Yeah, Christopher Columbus High School. Perfect. A private Catholic school for boys held its prom on Friday. I think everybody went stag. By Sunday, video of the tiger pacing in a small cage began to surface online.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, this poor tiger was used as an exotic amusement for the mindless teenagers who were present, according to Mary Chris Castellanos.
Jeez.
You just picking all the stories with the bad names?
That's what I do. That way I can stumble through them. I should have just put my mouthpiece back in and gone from there. Anyway, whose brother attends the school wrote on Facebook, it's not the students' fault to be so naive, but the Christopher Columbus High School staff who arranged this event, they are responsible. Man, this kid can't write, and I can't read it. They're responsible for this tiger's misery. The tiger wasn't the only animal at the prom. No, that was part of the news story. The tiger wasn't the only animal at the prom. The entertainment company hired by the school also brought a lemur, a parrot, and a fox. Wonder if it's a parrot that turned the lights on. Could have been the lemur that turned the lights on.
A lemur.
A lemur.
That's insane. Where do you get a budget for that?
I don't know. It's a private Catholic high school. They've been, robbing parishioners for years.
A lot of fish fries and wine.
Yeah, a lot of fish fries, a lot of wine. Yep.
Wow.
Man, that is too much. Like we had.
Didn't they see the Vegas guys?
Yeah, Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah,
right.
Didn't get a clue from that one, huh?
Well, they didn't bring it out of the cage. This one was just trapped in a cage. So I'm just surprised they didn't lose any digits because stupid high school kids just be sticking their fingers in there.
I'd still be freaking out. Anything could happen. Door.
It's a tiger.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean that lemur.
Yeah, the lemur. Those are deadly. Those deadly lemurs.
I'd be going for that parrot.
Yep, I'll pet the parrot. Keep me away from that tiger.
Man, but...
Or the fox. There was a fox in there. Have you ever been around a fox?
Just me. Hey!
Hey!
No, a real fox.
No.
They stink.
I believe it.
They're related to the skunk. They have about the same stink, just not quite as strong.
Okay, right.
Why would you want that in your prom?
Well, I was just getting ready to say, what if that tiger dropped a deuce? That can't be.
I'm sure it did. Yeah.
That can't be pleasant. Yeah. So
that's
enjoy your prom.
Yep. Yeah, they were going with a jungle theme. That means tiger poop and fox stink.
Yeah. Ugh.
What, jungle fox? Is there a jungle fox? I mean, I get the parrot, the lemur, and the tiger. Usually you're not watching nature programs in the jungle and there goes a fox trotting by. Foxtrot. At the prom.
At the prom. I am upset for you.
I don't blame you. Next, authorities are trying to determine how a box of ammunition fell from a military helicopter and crashed through the roof of an elementary school in Texas.
What?
Yeah. The Isleta Independent...
The what?
Isleta.
Isleta. Okay.
Ysleta. Isleta Independent School District says no one was injured when the ammo box hit Parkland Elementary School in El Paso on Thursday afternoon. The ammo box left a hole in the roof and caused a power outage in part of the building. Officials at nearby Fort Bliss say they'll reassess flight patterns as part of their investigation. In a statement, 1st Armored Division Combat Aviation Brigade almost made it through that. Commander Colonel Jay Hopkins said he was sorry for the damage and grateful no one was hurt. I wouldn't think they would want a lot of military helicopters flying above a school anyway. Just doesn't seem like
And dropping a case.
And dropping a box of ammunition. You seen those ammo boxes? I mean, they're not small things.
No, and they're sturdy.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, I wonder where it fell through though. Like, what part of the school was school in? Was school out?
Yeah, they didn't go into a lot of detail. I'm assuming that since they make the point of saying nobody was hurt, it happened during school hours.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
I'm assuming. But I don't know.
Just how many kids were angry that their teacher didn't get it.
Right, yeah. or that the other half of the school was out of power and those kids got to go home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But I just wonder, that much ammunition in the school, how many of those students were triggered?
Oh, boy. This is where I leave. I'm out.
Well, that wasn't actually, I'm just serious. These little... upset kids. They're upset about everything.
Everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
They probably had to shut down for a whole week.
Maybe. Yeah. That's because all the helicopter parenting that's happening. You're welcome.
Yeah. And mine were bad too. There you go. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad you played along.
I didn't want you to be alone.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Friendship.
The owner of a New York City condominium is offering a trip to outer space included with the purchase of an $85 million apartment. The condo is a 15,000 square foot duplex located on the entirety of the 45th floor of the Adelier building on West 42nd Street in Manhattan. WNBC TV reports the steep price tag for the 10-bedroom, 11-bathroom apartment comes with a number of amenities, including 2 seats on a trip to outer space. Amenities included with the $85 million home also include 2 Rolls-Royce Phantom luxury cars, a Lamborghini, courtside seats for Brooklyn Nets games, a mansion in the Hamptons for the summer, a live-in private butler, and a private chef.
Shoot, if I had the money, I'd do that.
Exactly. That's pretty much everything you'd want there.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially the chef.
I'm there. As soon as
That's
this,
what I was thinking, the chefs, too.
As soon as this radio takes off, man, I'm there. I know where I'm going with my millions.
Right.
With my $85 million.
If it's not snatched up by then.
Oh, it'll be there.
Oh, okay.
I already put a bid in.
Oh. You have high hopes for this thing.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. I bid in $25 million above asking price because I want to make sure I get it.
Right.
And they're going to wait because, I figure I got another month. And this show's going to be there, man.
And 25 extra
lips
million.
And all.
Yeah, wait.
Exactly. Yeah. Lips and all. That's what's going to do it.
Boy.
That's what's going to put us over the top.
When you
is
walk
the
into...
weekly lip segment.
Yeah.
How many other radio shows
Nobody.
do a sight gag
Yeah, exactly.
causing them to not be able to talk on live radio?
Right.
That is brilliant right there.
Yeah,
that's revolutionary. I'm going to revolutionize the way radio is done.
I'm impressed.
That's
I mean,
we're changing lives
good for
right
you.
now. That's
you
what
won't
we're
get
doing.
this on
here.
Howard Stern.
Exactly.
You won't get this on no Joe Rogan.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm going to
'Cause they
take
know what not
going
to
to take
do.
hashtag comedy ain't easy with me.
All right, there
We're
we
straight
go.
to the top.
What he means is he's stealing it from you.
Right? Yeah, I'm gonna, and you're not going to be able to afford to sue me because I'm taking the name.
These daggone straight white men. All right.
Oh, police say a 25. This is going to be the last one, I think, and we're going to have to call it a night. Back to Texas. Police say a 25-year-old man duped 2 Dallas high schools for 9 months by posing as a 17-year-old student and Hurricane Harvey evacuee in order to play basketball. Court records show Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley. He's got enough names. He should be a student.
Jeez.
That's
Right on the back of his jersey.
Yeah. Yep. What is a Gilstrap?
I'll tell you, but
Yep, Sidney Bouvier
He must be
Gilstrap
black.
Portley. Yeah. Oh, from the Hampton Gilstrap Portleys.
From the Hamptons.
Court records show Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley, I just wanted to say the name again, faces a charge of tampering with government records. He was arrested Friday. Dallas school district officials say he first enrolled at Skyline High School, where they learned to make the chili, and later moved to Hillcrest High School, where he joined the basketball team. District spokeswoman Robin Harris says the man took advantage of the schools opening their doors to students displaced by the hurricane. She said district officials believe Gilstrap Portley's primary motivation was to play basketball. Apparently.
That's
why
impressive.
else would you pretend to be a 17-year-old to play basketball?
how
if
old
you
was
were
he for real, though?
25.
Oh.
So it wasn't that, it wasn't like really 21 Jump Street-ish. He wasn't that old.
Right. Still, though.
But what would he get out of it? I don't
A
get it.
scholarship. He's going out for a scholarship.
Well,
No,
eventually
he's skipping
something
college.
gonna-
He's
Yeah.
going straight to the
Exactly,
NBA.
yeah, straight to the NBA. That's what he was hoping. Just, he was going to, I don't know. I really don't, his name was Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley. Who knows? Who knows what his real motivation was?
But
To get a
Maybe
prom
he
date.
just wanted to see if he could get it on the jersey.
Get it on the what?
The jersey.
Oh, right.
Or if he would be
What kind
questioned
of
about
font
his
you
Gil.
using?
Yep. Yep. It'd be Gil strap and a jock strap if he's playing sports.
oh boy.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
like, what is he doing? Okay, so was he going to school full time then? He was going to high school.
I'd imagine, yeah.
So where's he living and how's he paying his bills? Is what I want to know. Was this that guy that was just in the news for not leaving his parents' house? They had to evict him. And,
Oh yeah, I have that story in
Ugh,
there a
that's
little bit
messy.
later.
That
Yeah.
was silly.
How was this kid?
Do we want to cover that? Okay, we'll cover that, and then we
Sorry,
got to get
One
out of
I
here.
quickie.
shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Two parents in New York will finally get to know what empty nest syndrome feels like. On Tuesday, Michael Rotundo,
That's rude.
yeah, he's portly. 30 years old, was ordered by State Supreme Court Justice Donald Greenwood to move out of his parents' house after living there rent-free for 8 years, according to the Syracuse Post-Standard. Christina and Mark Rotundo of Camillus near Syracuse sent their son numerous eviction notices and even gave him $1,100 to help him find a new place, according to their local news channel. Despite being taken to court, Michael Rotundo still didn't get the hint. While in court, he refused to speak directly to his parents and argued that with Greenwood for a half an hour that he was entitled to an additional 6 months before eviction, citing a legal case he found on the internet that appeared to back his claim. Greenwood reportedly praised Rotundo's legal argument, but sided with his parents and ordered him to move out, calling his demand for 6 more months outrageous. So, yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
get out.
Right. Like, that's straight up silly.
It is. That's ridiculous. But that seems to be the way the world's going anymore. It's just people just don't want to move. And I don't blame them, because adulting is hard. But
Right.
it gets to a certain point. It's like, yeah, what else you going to do?
Right.
You don't see that kind of crap on the west side.
I was going to say, I drove up East 3rd Street to get here, and I really did not realize it was Shirtless Tuesdays.
Oh,
man.
It's shirtless every day going down East 3rd
apparently
Street.
so, yeah.
Especially
It's like, East 3rd Street is like one big pothole and 60 men's nipples. That's pretty much all. You would love
whoa. Wait a minute. Let me pull up Google Maps. Where's this at?
Yeah. Well, if you look up Google Maps, if you zoom all the way in, they'll probably see them.
Perfect.
You don't even have to leave the house.
Yeah, because all of them need some sun because they're pale white. And...
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's all the time we have. Do we have any shows coming up that we want to plug? I know hashtag Comedy Ain't Easy is always one to look for on DATV.
DATV, yeah, they're sporadic out, so it's like just catch it on the schedule.
All right.
Yeah, usually but Tuesday and Fridays, but they have other spots through the night, and then I've got some after-hour ones where I've
hashtag Comedy Ain't Easy After Dark.
Yeah, because it's got profanity in it, so they play them after the kids go to bed. So catch it. I've got the Dead Comic Show, I think, out from the Funny Bone that's on there. It plays. But anything Comedy Ain't Easy or Everything Dating with Keith Irvin, also I do like go around and I'll shoot like either like the Walk of Fame I did. I'm going to, here in a little bit, I'm going to do the FOA with Scotty Mays. I'm going to shoot that and put it on the show. So
cool.
I've got my hats and all kind of cool stuff.
Yeah. Anything coming up with you, Michael?
Keep an eye out for Black Mamba in Redbox.
Yeah.
And this Friday, I'll be in Kent, Ohio, at the Dome with the Heathens of Comedy. 9 p.m. show, no cover, free. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook, I really don't do anything on Facebook. Twitter and Instagram at mmorecomedy.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hashtag me too.
I don't think that's how this works.
Oh, sorry.
That's not what that's for.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. I'm gonna play us out, and we're gonna get the heck out of here.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for listening in, both of you, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com. See, I told you I was going to make the show all about me.